Azerbaijan has deployed its troops on the border with Iran and brought them to combat readiness amid the conflict between the US and Israel against Iran, which has already drawn in countries from the entire region. And this happened after Iran delivered a treacherous blow to Azerbaijan. And this is already being regarded as a stab in the back because a day earlier, the country's leader Ilham Aliyev expressed condolences to Iran over the passing of Ali Khamenei. Iranian drones struck the city of Nakhchivan in Azerbaijan. As a result of one drone strike, the Nakhchivan airport building was damaged and another drone fell near a school building in the village of Shekarabad. At the same time, earlier Turkey reported intercepting a missile that was flying over their territory, again from Iran, which only emphasizes that Iran, is going crazy and firing indiscriminately at everyone. NATO has already responded to whether an attack on Turkey is grounds for involving the entire alliance in war, according to Article 5 of the NATO Charter. And right after Baku's loud protest, Tehran stated that supposedly they did not launch their drones over Azerbaijani territory at all, and that this is all provocations by Israel. But in Baku, they stated directly that they do not believe this version. My name is Alexi Pichi. Let's discuss this topic together. But before we start, I ask you to subscribe to this channel, like this episode, and leave your comment under this video. By the way, this really helps promote the content on YouTube, and I would be grateful to you for that. And subscribe to my Telegram channel, Peachy News. The link is in the description of this video. There we publish breaking news as it comes in. So today, March 5th, Azerbaijan has deployed its troops on the border with Iran and brought them to full combat readiness. It is reported that all leave for soldiers, sergeants and officers has been cancelled, and those officers who were already on leave have been urgently called back. Drone and low-altitude aircraft defense systems have been deployed on the border with Iran. Interestingly, politicians in Azerbaijan were initially careful with their words and stated that the country should take security measures. After all, any actions by soldiers or commanders rather than the top leadership can lead to unpredictable consequences. Well, for example, as Azerbaijani politicians said the day before, a missile or a drone could go off course and accidentally hit Azerbaijan, and that's why supposedly the Azerbaijani army should be ready for any scenario. Moreover, Baku stated that if ground troops are used against Iran, it will have even more terrible consequences. Millions of people will join the fight, and tens of thousands of women and children will be forced to seek refuge in neighboring countries, including Azerbaijan. And it is possible that Azerbaijan's border will be closed, although politicians assure that Azerbaijan will undoubtedly provide all possible assistance to the Iranian people. The day before, Baku even expressed condolences to Iran. On March 4th, the president of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, visited the Iranian embassy in Azerbaijan and expressed condolences over the death of Khamenei and many civilians. The president's website states, quote, President Ilham Aliyev noted that he will always have the fondest impressions of his meetings with Ayatollah Ali Khamenei during his visits to Iran. And after all this rather soft approach from Baku, Iran decided to respond with drone strikes. Today, March 5th, Iranian drones carried out strikes on the city of Nakhchivan in Azerbaijan. As a result of one drone strike, the Nakhchivan airport building was damaged, and another drone fell near a school building in the village of Shekarabad. Footage that appeared on social media shows an explosion at the airport. The government of Azerbaijan expressed a protest regarding the attacks, condemned the attacks, and demanded that Tehran, quote, provide clarification on this issue, give an explanation, and take the necessary urgent measures to prevent such incidents from happening again. Incidents in the future, that is, even at this stage. The Azerbaijanis were as diplomatic as possible and said that, well, maybe it was an accident, like explain what happened. But immediately after that, President Ilham Aliyev of Azerbaijan, not receiving any response from Tehran, spoke at a meeting of the country's Security Council and stated that the armed forces of Azerbaijan and other security agencies have been put on high alert. Aliyev called the attack on Nakhchivan a terrorist act. And as a vivid example of ingratitude, he reminded that after the killing of Ayatollah Khamenei, not a single head of state except Ilham Aliyev visited Iranian embassies to offer condolences. And now I will quote Aliyev. The dishonorable people who committed this terrorist act against us will regret it. They should not test our strength. In Tehran, they were quick to declare right after this that it wasn't them and that the drones weren't theirs at all. And of course, in Iran, they claimed that this was all Israel's doing and that it was the Jews who struck Azerbaijan with Iranian drones. The General Staff of the Iranian Armed Forces stated, and I quote, "The Islamic Republic of Iran, respecting the sovereignty of all countries, especially Muslim and neighboring ones, denies the information that its armed forces launched a drone towards the Republic of Azerbaijan. Such actions by the illegal Zionist regime, aimed at undermining relations between Muslim countries through various means, are well documented. According to the investigations conducted, these actions were carried out by this regime with the aim of accusing the Islamic Republic of Iran. Was there any evidence from Iran that it was Israel who struck? Well, of course there wasn't, although in the Iranian General Staff they say that these facts have been documented. No documents were shown by anyone. And now the Ministry of Defense of Azerbaijan has stated that this Iranian denial cannot be considered acceptable in any way. And next, I will present the statement from the Ministry of Defense of Azerbaijan. It has been established by technical means that the armed forces of the Islamic Republic of Iran sent 4 unmanned aerial vehicles toward the Nakhchivan region of Azerbaijan to carry out attacks. One of them was disabled by army units. The others were directed at civilian infrastructure, including a secondary school building during classes. The drone heading for the school did not reach its target and exploded after falling nearby. The Azerbaijan Republic reserves the right to take appropriate retaliatory measures. Azerbaijan is preparing the necessary retaliatory measures to protect the territorial integrity and sovereignty of our country, as well as to ensure security. The security of the civilian population and civilian infrastructure. These acts of aggression will not go unanswered. That is, Baku has stated directly that the attack was carried out by Tehran. Baku does not believe the Iranian regime's denial, so they have deployed their troops for a retaliatory strike. And it should be noted here that Iran would be better off not playing games with Azerbaijan because Azerbaijan has its longest border with Iran. At the same time, there are more ethnic Azerbaijanis living in Iran than in Azerbaijan itself. According to various estimates, there are between 12 and 22 million in Iran, compared to 10 million in Azerbaijani territory. But the most important thing that the Iranian regime should take into account is that there is a certain resentment in Azerbaijan about the division of its historical territory in the 19th century between Persia and the Russian Empire, northern Iran. In Baku it is often called southern Azerbaijan, and in addition there are Iranian provinces called East Azerbaijan, West Azerbaijan and Ardabil. This, of course, irritates the authorities in Iran, who are afraid of the rise of separatism in the northern provinces. And Iran has also repeatedly criticized Azerbaijan's military cooperation with Israel. For Azerbaijan, Iran is a big, dangerous, and armed neighbor, and almost from the very moment the country gained independence. They have been afraid of the export of this Islamic revolution. This fear exists in both the government and society. Therefore, an Iranian strike could, only give Azerbaijan more freedom of action. Here, I would add another very important point. Yesterday, Turkey stated that NATO air defense systems destroyed an Iranian ballistic missile that was heading toward Turkish airspace. For the first time, an alliance member is involved in the Middle East conflict. And here a key question arises. If Iran attacked a NATO country, how will the alliance respond? And then NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte stated that the alliance is closely monitoring events in the Middle East and the downing of that very missile that was heading toward Turkish airspace. But invoking Article 5 of the NATO Charter on Collective Armed Response is not being discussed at the moment. I'll leave it at that. Share your opinions and conclusions in the comments below this episode. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and don't forget to give a like. If you found this episode interesting or useful, you can support our channel financially with your donation or a paid sponsorship subscription. You can do this using the links and details in the description of this video or by scanning the QR code on your screen. I will be grateful for any support you can give. That's all for now. Take care of yourselves. Goodbye, everyone.